Okay, hello everyone. This is r/prorevenge, where pedophiles are brought to justice and the world's worst dog sitter's life is ruined. So if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, blue bell, share, all that stuff. And without further ado, let's get on to the video. So this first story starts out with this person's PE teacher, and where he thought he could get away with being a pedophile, but as you can see, these people got revenge on him. So let's get started. Another school story, I know, but I have so much tea about these people and I feel like you guys might like this one. Anyway, on to the story. This happened when I was in 8th grade, and since I was still in the unfunded K-8 consolidated school, I had this teacher for more than just PE. He was also my science teacher, and he loved talking about the human body, specifically the changing bodies of girls. That was the first little thing that got us all suspicious. Then in gym, me and my friend started to observe him a bit, just to make sure. We caught him on multiple different occasions, just staring at girls' butts and boobs. And he decided we would play dodgeball just so he could whack the girls in the butt, me included. He even went as far as to walk into the female locker room while we were changing for no reason other than just to stare. That really annoyed me and sent me off or something like that. So we caught him doing this for more than a month before we decided to do anything about it. No legal action required, though, since we were all just dumb 13-year-olds looking for revenge, plus none of us knew anything about legal action. So we hatched a plan that involved writing a letter and getting everyone that found him creepy to sign. It was such a big deal that even some of the high school classes that had him before wanted to sign. So we wrote in a Google Doc about how he would look at us and all that junk, and I got my friend to print it off at her place so they couldn't track it. Unlike the people that tried this done last year, we were being smart. We went around the older classes and got anyone that wanted to sign. There must have been over 100 signatures. It may seem like a small number, but there were probably only about that amount of people into school district when they were that age. So we were excited to give this to him. We anonymously put the letter in the teacher's lounge and waited. On Monday, he didn't show up in class, and I later found out from my mom that he was fired, and since his news spread like wildfire, no schools were willing to hire him. At all. I know I should feel bad about leaving his wife and kids without their main source of income, but I still feel great about it because I got to spend the rest of the school year being taught by substitute teachers that didn't stare at my butt, and that was the true victory. So yeah, this case, pretty neat. I'm glad that these people got revenge. If you have any opinions on this, please comment below. If you have another story similar to this, also please comment below and share this. You may even get featured in a future video, even though it's not Reddit. So yeah, let's keep going to the next story. So this story is titled, "Don't Tell Mom the Dog Sitter's Dead." And let's get started. This didn't happen to me, it happened to my sister. My sister moved up to South Carolina from Florida about a year ago, but she still visits us periodically. We're a big and close family. Shortly after Thanksgiving, she flew down with her husband and son for one such visit. She has 3 giant dogs, so she got a house-dog sitter. MS, my sister, went through the basics of how they can only be fed at certain times. They get let out at certain times. They need to be let in their crates from X hour to Z hour. Most importantly, they don't get treats. They get vitamins in place of treats, but those vitamins have to be given only twice a day. No people food, very strict diets. They're all happy and healthy, but only because MS is so strict with their regime. So this lady, she got to watch her dogs, had stellar reviews on the site, that she found her through. She's a stray, at-home mom who does this as a side thing for extra cash. I feel like I can end it here. You all guess what where this is going. MS left for Florida for a week. The first 5 days, everything is going well. DS dog sitter texts MS regularly or video calls. She shows MS pictures and gives her regular updates of when she comes and goes to MS's house. MS just bought the house, by the way. She's been working her butt off to finally be able to afford it. She put so much effort into making that a nice home for her family. MS has some health problems herself. She's got a ton of prescription medications in her medicine cabinet. She brought enough for the week, but left the rest at home. Stuff for epilepsy, asthma, and allergies. But she's also got a ton of painkillers from when she had her nephew not that long ago. She's paranoid about becoming addicted, so she keeps the pills for safety, but never uses them. It's a full bottle. On top of that, she's been a collector of rare beer for about 15 years now. Beer that's not even sold anymore because they were promotional for microbreweries. Beer she can't get anymore because she doesn't live in Florida. Those bottles, she keeps them mostly as decorations in her kitchen. On the 6th day of her vacation, DS stops all communication altogether. MS texts, calls, emails, nothing. Radio silence. She's got a bad feeling, but she doesn't want to kill the mood because she doesn't get to see her family very often anymore. Day 7. She gets on a late flight back to South Carolina. The plane gets her around 2 in the morning. They drive an hour to their rural town. They get home. The front door is wide open. The lawn looks like someone in a truck, which DS happened to drive, just tried to go drifting over grass and a tree before vacating the premises super quick. MS goes to handle my nephew who is groggy and screaming. It's been a rough day. She's thinking the worst. That someone robbed the house while this poor lady was there. MS's husband, Bill, goes inside to survey the damages. It's all clear. MS and nephew go inside too. The back door is wide open. The couch looks like it's exploded. The rug in the living room and the couch and pretty much every square foot of the bottom floor is covered in the kind of pee and poop that can only be made from 3 giant fluffy buttholes. The dogs are thankfully still in the backyard, but they're shivering and filthy. There are broken beer bottles everywhere. Some have been stuffed deep in the trash to hide the evidence. Some have been refilled with water and put back with the tops precautiously situated on top so they might look like they haven't been touched. 82 bottles, each growler sized, roughly 64 ounces, gone. The medicine cabinet is like one of those western ghost towns with tumbleweeds bouncing through. MS is already thinking this DS threw herself a party. No in the way in the heck could someone 5'6", 170 pounds drink that much beer and take that many pills and not be dead. MS called the cops, obviously. The police get there to figure this must be a break-in. They take a bunch of pictures, take an account of all the bottles and drugs that were missing. MS cleans what she can, but she gets to sleep because thankfully the upstairs hasn't been touched. 1 day later, the police find DS. MS has assumed she's dead and abducted, so the police were looking for her in her car. They found the truck run off the side of the highway, with this lady about 2 miles up, tweaking out of her mind, walking along the side of the road, screaming at nothing. They take her in for whatever charges, I don't know. Her husband bails her out and picks her up. According to her husband, this has happened before. DS has a drug and alcohol problem. First, she messaged my sister, super apologetic, saying she'll reimburse MS and please don't press charges. MS quotes her the price of the rug, a new couch, and the vet bills because her dogs had somehow gained access to 9 containers of doggy vitamins and 1 was having liver failure. The dog is fine now, but she's an old Yorkie, so who knows. Also, MS buys in bulk from a wholesaler, hence 9 containers. The total was somewhere around $800. MS didn't bother with the beers, the meds, the lawns, cleaning house. She could have. Heck, I would have. On top of that, MS demanded DS never dog sit again and that she refund MS for her dog sitting. MS works in advertising. I won't say what kind, but basically if she sees that Shaw DS advertising herself in a dog sitter ever again, she has the means to drag this lady until all she sees is mud for the rest of her life. DS insists she's going to pay it back, but that MS has to wait until they get their taxes back. Okay, so MS waits. Late February, she texts DS asking where her money is. DS immediately starts saying how she didn't do anything wrong. MS is a bad dog owner and her dogs are miserable. None of the stuff MS says DS did was actually done. MS has all the old texts of DS admitting to all of it, so this goes on for a while. Eventually DS starts saying how, as a courtesy, she is a friend who owns a furniture store. She will give MS a credit of $200 for a new couch. She has an old rug she doesn't want anymore that MS can have. What? She paid MS about $500, and insists she'll get the coupon to MS soon. March goes by. Nothing. Not a thing. Around March 20th, MS marches her happy butt to the store, to the small claims court and files. She then snaps pictures of everything. She sends DS a message as a courtesy, letting you know that I just filed this with at the small claims court. Then the fun starts. This lady goes off on MS. She says she's gonna sue for slander and undue distress and harassment and blah 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 blah. MS saves all of it, including the fun bits where DS threatened her family and calls her the C word 20 dozen times. This is what? April 6th? Tuesday was the court date. Nothing moved fast. Things move fast in a small town. I don't know. This lady shows up looking like she got run through by a garbage disposal. She gives the judge her sob story, talking about how she did nothing but give MS her animals and the best care, that MS is making this all up. Yeah, MS has an OG cop with her. She's got pictures of all the damages, the vet bill, the bottles, proof she was out of town, police report both the break-ins as well as DS's DWI the following day. DS tries to spin it with that one law about how you can't serve alcohol to an non-alcoholic. That obviously got thrown right out. DS then tries to appeal to the judge and MS's sense of humanity. She tells him how her husband just left her and she is suing for full custody. Good, and that she can't dog sit. How is she supposed to support herself or even get her kids back? Tough cookies. The judge takes my sister's side for obvious reasons. Come on. DS is homeless now, living with her parents. She can't see her kids, who by the way don't want to see her. Apparently she was a drunk who ran her hubby's credit all the way down. She was abusive to her kids, and because of heavy alcohol abuse, one of her kids has FAS. DS has 60 days to pay the remaining $300 or she faces jail time. I don't know how much time. Her husband filed for divorce already. Oh, and she lost her license thanks to that DWI. As a former addict myself and someone who's been through DWI, I want to sympathize. That's a lot of stuff to go through. MS gave her chance after chance, but at some point, you have to take responsibility for your actions. Seems like this lady has just been using her husband as a crutch while she tries to get better, only to backslide hard. It's rough, I know. I hope she gets the help she needs. MS's dogs are doing well. She got a replacement couch on Amazon for like $75 and a nice fluffy rug for even less. Yes, eventually coughed up that coupon. Didn't even work. It was for something like 20% off a purchase of $500 or more, so Yeah, no. So, to summarize, the world's poopiest dog sitter trashes my sister's house after going on a bender. Claims she didn't do that, while also promising to pay for the damages. Never pays. Gets taken to court, loses her home, job, kids, and marriage. So I don't know how to feel about this. Like, I mean, that's a lot to do to someone. Like, basically ruining her life. She had to go live with her parents after this. Uh, sorry, virus and threat protection. Okay, so yeah, uh, she lost her job, home, kids, marriage. She has to, like, go live with her parents now. I think bit, that's a bit much. But yeah, either way, it's pro-revenge. She didn't pay, for what she damaged. So I mean, yeah, it's only fair. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. And I am signing off. See you next time for more pro revenge or other Reddit stuff. Goodbye.